Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanathmirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakkhurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sopadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanam cha Sirupam Sagrajatam Saganasi Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalitam Sri Visakham Vitam cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषाभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So welcome to the special classes on Damodarastakam. So there's a deeper meaning of Damodarastakam which we are going to discuss today based on the Digdarsanitika by Sanatan Goswami. So Sanatan Goswami has given a commentary on Damodarastakam in Haribhakti Vilas. So we will discuss the very authentic commentary, very which conveys the profound meaning of Damodarastakam. Because simply recitations, singing and reading Damodarastakam is not sufficient. Without understanding the meaning, it is just like a very nice tune. Therefore, understanding is very important, because more we understand, more we become immersed, more we become absorbed in this meditation, in this pastimes, and more we spiritualize us, more we purify us, and it gives us a lot of benefit. Therefore, one must understand the meaning of this logo. So today we are going to talk about this, discuss about this Damodarastakam. So as you know that Damodar means, Damo means abdomen, Damo means rope, Udara means abdomen. So Damodarastakam means the 8 songs glorifying the Lord Damodar, whose belly, whose abdomen is bound by the ropes. We have never seen a Lord who is worshipped when he was bound. It's a very special case. Therefore, this childhood pastime of the Lord Krishna is the essence of, or foremost of all his pastimes, all his childhood pastimes. Because in this particular pastime, he announced, he proclaimed that although I am supreme controller, although I cannot be captured, but only by pure devotee, I can easily be bound, I can easily be captured. Therefore, one has to rise the platform of pure devotional service, spontaneous love, which is technically called Raganuga Bhakti, in order to capture me. So today we will going to discuss about the childhood pastime, the Damodarastakam meaning. Actually, Damodar Leela happened on the very day of Deepavali, while Lord Krishna, while Mother Yashoda churning the butter personally for Krishna. Started with this beautiful verses by Sukadev Goswami, Ekada Gruheda Sishu. These beautiful verses in 10th canto. The narration of the Damodar begins with the 10th canto, 9th chapter. Sukadev Goswami said that Ekada Griheda Sisu Jasoda Nanda Gehini karmantarani uktasu nirmamanta soyam dadi. So one day in Deepavali day, Yashoda Maya early morning wake up and she wanted to personally churning the butter for Krishna, because every time she used to constantly hear the complaint. She used to hear constant complaint from the neighborhood gopis that Krishna would come to their house and steal butter and distribute among his friends, monkeys. So Yashoda Maya thought that maybe our butter is not so tasty. Therefore, Krishna goes to other house, neighbor house to steal butter. Maybe the maid servant not preparing the butter with that particular mood and devotion, because Krishna is not hungry of the butter, but the hungry of the sentiment how we prepare the butter. Bhaktya patram pushpam phalam toyam jo me bhaktya pravachati tadaham bhakti rupahatam asnami pratamana. In this 4 line, Krishna has used bhaktya 2 times. Without devotion, even the opulence presentation is not very enduring to Krishna. He stated to Sudama in 1081, I think 3 or something. He told that even if somebody offers very opulent presentation, it does not I do not like that. Oh Brahmana, what gift have you brought me from home? I regard as a great, even the smallest gift offered by my devotee, pure love. That is the criteria. That is the appetizer of Supreme Lord. He is not hungry. He is Atmaram. He is self-sufficient. He does not need our butter. Neither is a scarcity of butter in Vaikuntha. But why he comes and steal? Because that pure love. If it is offered with pure love, he likes. But even great offering presented by non-devotee do not please me. Duryodhan invited Krishna, but he rejected. He refused to come. He refused to accept the invitation. Rather, he went to the Vidura house. Although the preparation in Vidura house was not so opulent, not so exotic, not so sumptuous, but still Lord accept the invitation, because he, as he told, that anything offered to me in pure love, I accept it. That is the criteria of making Krishna to eat. Create appetizer. So love is the appetizer of Krishna. So Yashoda Maya thought that, so let me personally prepare very nice, soft butter, delicious butter, so that my son will not go to other house to steal butter. So he was churning the butter. At the same time, she was singing the glories of the Krishna's activities. Krishna wake up and demand milk, breast milk to drink. And Yashoda Maya was feeding, but at that same time, Yashoda Maya, during the feeding, in the middle of the feeding, Yashoda Maya left Krishna, because she has put this very special milk on the stoves to heat it, so that he can, in future, he can make it very nice butter, churn it and make into the butter. So he has put the milk on the oven, and it is about to overflow. Therefore, Yashoda Maya thought that let me leave Krishna here, because taking Krishna to the milk or near the fire is potential danger. So she thought that let me put Krishna here and stop feeding, breastfeeding, and let me first attend the overflowing milk on the pan. That time Krishna very got angry, and he thought that I left Khir Sagar as Khirodakasai Vishnu. I have come here because of your pure love. I have come here to drink milk from you. Because of your pure love and devotion, I have come here to give you the opportunity, so that I can suck your breast. But you neglect me, and you prioritizing something very not important, insignificant, something not something trivial. So Krishna got angry, and Krishna broke the pot, and all the butter came out. And Krishna thought that I have offended. This is a mischievous activity. Therefore, out of fear of Mother Yashoda, Krishna running away, left that places and went to the storeroom. And that storeroom, he was stealing butter and distributing to the monkeys, particularly sitting on a upside down grinding mortar. Usually in the house of cowherd community, they have this grinding mortar, because when the crow comes to steal the butter and all, so they think that this grinding mortar looks like a person, resembles a person. They think that they have an impression that, oh, somebody is there, therefore they will not come. Therefore, in cowherd community householder, they used to have the grinding mortar. So Krishna made it upside down to make a base for sitting and stealing butter and distributing the monkey. He thought that I could not give any remuneration to the monkey when I was in Ram avatar, and they have sacrificed so much for me. They have done so much for me. Let me now, this Dwaraka Lila, I will distribute them. I will give them the remuneration of the butter. In the meanwhile, Josoda Maya came and saw that all the things are disoriented. Krishna broke the pot and left that place and hiding. So Josoda Maya thought that, no, let me discipline this child. He is very mischievous. Now it is proved that now it is proved that the complaint of the neighbor gopis are true, actually. Very authentic, very bona fide. Because Krishna is really stealing. So I should discipline. Therefore, very, very cautiously, she hold a stick, not to beat, but to scare him. So she was hiding in the behind the stick and slowly following the butter footprint of Krishna, and went into that room where Krishna was sitting on the grinding mortar and distributing monkey. At the same time, Krishna was very anxiety. As soon as he saw Yashoda Maya is approaching, that of with a stick, she was very fear. Mother, don't beat me. He jumped down from the wooden grinding mortar and run away from the Yashoda Maya. By seeing this wonderful pastime where the Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of fear of Mother Yashoda, is running away, the Supreme Controller, who is enacting it a child, a Supreme Master, Supreme Authority, now in fear of Mother Yashoda, is running away. By envisioning this beautiful activity, pastime, the author of this Damodarastakam, Satyavarta Muni, what he did? Immediately composed the song. Today we are going to discuss that Damodarastakam. Namami Soram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam Yashoda Behulu Kaladhavamanam Paramishtam Atam Todutya Gopya. I bow down to the Supreme Controller Siddhamodar, whose form is the embodiment of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. His glistening earrings swing playfully to and fro upon his cheeks. He manifests super excellence pastime in Gokula, selling fresh butter suspended from the rafter of the gopis' storeroom. In fear of Mother Yashoda, he jumps down from wooden grinding mortar and quickly runs away. She runs swiftly after him, finally catches him from. So here Sanatana Goswami say that we started with the Damodarastakam, started with Namami, offering obeisances. Namami means auspicious invocation. Everything you start in the beginning, we pray for let the program, let the project, let the task be complete or accomplished very successfully, without any obstacles, without any hustles. So therefore, everything we start with a auspicious invocation. Even the materialistic also, they go to a stage, they go to something they pray. Something that, although they do not express it by voice, but mentally they pray that, or they expect, the desire that these things will be accomplished successfully. Similarly, at the very beginning, Satyavarta Muni offering obeisances, Namani, as an auspicious invocation, Mangalacharan. Just like every day we start a class, anybody who start a class in our Hare Krishna movement, they start with the Mangalacharan, offering obeisances to our spiritual master and the all acharyas and all the Vaishnava devotees. So invoke, first of all, you have to invoke the mercy of the you invoke the mercy of the Lord Damodar to empower him to offer prayer. Without empowerment, we cannot do anything. Jasya prasada bhagavat prasada. We need the mercy of the Lord to speak about him also. Without his mercy, we cannot glorify the Supreme Lord even. Therefore, we need this Namami. Namami to whom? Ishwara, Supreme Controller. Is not to any Tom, Dick and Harry. Supreme Controller means who is the Supreme Lord alone is worthy of highest praise. See, there are so many controllers. The demigods also controller. Somebody is controlling the wind, somebody controlling the rain, Indra is controlling the rain, Vayu Devata wind. There are so many controllers. Even in our house also, the husband is controlling. Sometimes, most of the time, the wife is controlling. In office, our boss is controlling. But nobody can claim supreme controller. Here it is said that supreme controller, who is the worth of highest praise, I am offering obeisances. Namam Ishwaram. So Ishwara is Tattva Vishesa. Although Krishna is enacting the child pastime and is fearing of Mother Yashoda running away, that does not, and he is bound by his Mother Yashoda. That does not mean that there is a compromise of his supremacy. There is an undermining of his supremacy. No. Therefore, Satyavarta Muni clears, Namami Ishwaram. I am now offering obeisance to that supreme controller. Although he is enacting this childhood pastime. So therefore, this is called Tattva Vishesa. And Krishna is the essence of all incarnation. Etachamsa kalapumsa Krishna tu Bhagavana Swaya. And he is the supreme controller, supreme master. Ishwara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Nadir Yadir Govindaya Sarvakarattam. Lord Brahma is praying that he is the supreme controller. Parama Krishna. Ishwara Parama. Parama Ishwara. Another verses in Sukadev Goswami has said that, Sutta Goswami, that Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunbanti Dibbastavai Vedai Sangai Upanishada Gayantiyam Samaga Dhana Vasishta Tadgatena Manasa Paschantiyam Yogina Jasantana Vidu Surasaragana Deve Tasmai Nama. All the demigods, beginning from the exalted personality like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, they are also offering obeisances to Krishna. Brahma Sambhu Brahma Rapati Ganesarchita Pado Jagannath Swami Naina Patagami. That supreme controller, that all other presiding controller, all others controller, they are offering obeisances. So this is called Tattva Vishesa, to understand the supremacy of the Lord. And Lord also proclaims in Bhagavad Gita, Mataha Parataram Nanyan Kinchid Astithanajaya. Nobody is greater and equal to God. Aham Adhiri Devanam Param Brahma Paramadhama Pavitram Paramam Bhava. Natasya Karanam Natasya Karyam Karanam Cha Vidyate Natasya Samasya Adhikasya Drishyate. Then nobody is equal and above Krishna. So that is called Tattva Vishesa. So here the author Satyavata Muni is offering obeisances to the Supreme Lord, Ishwara, Namam Ishwaram, Sachidananda Rupam. So here it is said that, the next line it is said that Namam Ishwaram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhajamanam. Particularly Lasat Kundalam. Lasat Kundalam, in particular word is used, Lasat Kundalam. That here Lasat Kundalam means the shaft earrings. So Krishna having these earrings. Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam. Namam Ishwaram Sachidananda Rupam. The Rupam. Then how that Ishvara looks like, what is his form? Sachidananda Rupam, Rupa Vishesa. So here Satyavarta Muni is describing his beautiful form of the Lord, how it is full of eternity, full of knowledge, full of bliss. Sat Chit Ananda. So Lord beauty is so much that even Lord Krishna, very captivated by his own beauty. His beauty is described in many places, in particular 10th canto, that Brahmaji first described the beauty of Krishna. He described that in this Bhagavatam, that Brahma is first person to describe the beauty of Krishna. He described here that, my dear Lord, you are only worshipable Lord, the supreme personality of Godhead, and therefore I offer my obeisances and prayer just to please you. O son of the king of cowherd, your transcendental body is dark blue like a new cloud. Your garment is brilliant like lightning, and the beauty of your face is enhanced by your gunja earrings and peacock feather on your head. Wearing garlands of various forest flower leaves equipped with herding sticks, buffalo horn, and a flute, you stand beautifully with a morsel of food in your hand. So Brahmaji has described Krishna, how he looks like beautiful. His form is so beautiful that even the gopis, they were questioning the Brahma. You are describing the beauty of the Krishna so much, but you have a compilation error. You have a flaw in your creation. You have created the eyelid that stops us, prevents us momentarily see the Supreme Lord. Therefore, you have got a flaw in your creation. They are questioning the Brahma. Why did you create the eyelid? That prevents us to see the Lord momentarily. So that much of beautiful beauty of Krishna beauty is that. The emperor of beauty. Essence of all beauty, the epitome, embodiment, emblem of beauty, that beauty. Therefore, Satyavarta Muni says, Sachidananda Rupam, is Rupam, that controller, supreme controller, whose form is so beautiful. So, there is another verses is there. There's so many verses in this regard, that how Krishna's beauty. Actually, Krishna's in Vrindavan is very simple. He does not wear that ornament like Dwaraka and Mathura. Gunja earrings. It's a stick. It's a stick because the cowherd boy is not stick is necessary to control the cow, not beating purpose. And there's a horn is there. There's a belt. There's a flower. In the everything decoration on the flower of this forest. Nothing is so like so glamorous, so expensive jewels. No. Very simple. Sometimes we go to Vrindavan, we want luxurious life. But Krishna in Vrindavan, very simple, but yet beauty beyonds any descriptions. It is stated here, Barahapidam Natabarabapu Kanneya Kannikaram Vivratvasam Kanaka Kapisam Vajantim Chamalam Randren Benuradhara Suddha Purayan Gopabinde Bundaranam Sopadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kriti. In this verse, the Krishna beauty is explained, very described very vividly, wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, blue kannikara flower on his ears, yellow garment as brilliant as gold, the Vaijanti garland. Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest dancer as he entered in the forest of Vrindavan. Beautifying it to the marks of his footprints, he filled the holes of his flute with nectar of his lips, and cowherd boys sang his glories. That is the beauty of the Krishna. He himself is actually captivated by his beauty. It is stated one of the verse that Krishna himself captivated by his super excellence beauty. So in this verse, in this line, Satyavarta Muni is explaining the super excellence beauty of Krishna. Namam Ishwaram Sachidananda Rupam. Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam. So how Krishna? Gokule means the parivara vishesha, the place where cowherd boys, calves, his mother, his father, his relative, everybody lives. That place called Gokul. Go means cows, calves, everything. Parivara vishesha, his family. Family is residing that place called Gokule Bhrajamanam. Bhrajamanam means running. So Krishna is running And while running that particular thing, Lasat Kundalam, there is a beautiful earring which is uh, which is moving to and fro. Lasat Kundalam, that particular distinct beauty where Krishna is moving in Gokul, wearing the Lasat Kundalam, particular type of earrings. So the earrings is very, it's not that sometimes we say that the earrings or ornament beautify Krishna. That is wrong. The ornament, Krishna is called Bhushanam Bhushananganam, ornament of ornament. Ornaments are fortunate to place in Krishna's body because Krishna's body is so beautiful. Therefore, the distinct position of the Lasat Kundalam earring is here because earring is the only ornament. He has got the very, very fortune to always kiss the cheeks of Krishna. Therefore, the Lasat Kundalam has been given. They are glistening, lasanti. Lasanti means being enriched with effulgence from the Lord's completion. So they become enriched because they are in touch with the effulgence of Krishna's completion. They also become an effulgent. They become also enriched. They become also radiant, but Krishna body is so much radiant. And there are many places Uddhav also described that ornament of ornament, Bhusana Bhushanangam. So Sanatana Goswami has given that only in Gokul, those Krishna displays his most splendid pastime that surpass all other manifestation of his excellence. Gokule Bhrajamanam, the word Gokule indicates the place where cowherds resides. The attribute of his family, Parivar Vishesha, the further portray his unique excellence. Last two lines was describe the Lila Vishesha. What is that? Josoda Bihu Lukala Dhavamanam. Josoda Bihu means out of fear of Mother Josoda. Dhavamanam means quickly run away. Ulukhat means that grinding mortar. And Atyanta Durtya, Josoda Mai also running after him with greater speed. So this is called Leela Vishesha, the pastime of the Supreme Lord, which has been described in the chapter 10 of Canto 10, chapter 9 of Srimad Bhagavatam, that how Lord, out of fear of Mother Josoda, is running away. This is the very enduring pastime because the Supreme Lord is Supreme Controller. It is stated that everybody fearing the Lord, even the Lord Brahma. There is a beautiful verse in this regard. It is stated here that even these all the demigods in all planetary system from the heavenly to hellish, for all the great demigod who live for 1000 yoga cycles, there is a fear in me in my form of time. Even Brahma, who possesses the supreme lifespan of 311 trillion 40 billion years, is also afraid of me. So everybody is fear of me. Ba Madhvayat Bati Batayam, the wind is blowing because of fear of me. Suryam Tapati Madhvayat, the sun is rising out of fear of me. Indra Varsati, the Indra is out of fear raining. Mustum Charati Madhavayat, the death is also executing his task out of my fear. So everybody is fear of me, but that supreme controller by whom the fear personified even fear. It is stated one of the verses in Canto 1 that Apanna Samsritam Ghoram Jaina Nama Vivaswaginam. By hearing, just by uttering his name, Yad Vyayati, Yad Bhivyati Swayam Bhayam, the fear personified fears, simply by uttering his name. And that supreme personality, supreme controller, supreme master, now is fear of Mother Josoda running away from him. That contradiction is found in Vrindavan only. Outside Vrindavan, everybody is in fear of the Lord. But in Vrindavan, they are not concerned about how Krishna is great. Who is Krishna? His divinity, his godhood is eclipsed because Yashoda Maya is not concerned about how great Krishna is, but how greatly dependent on him. Yashoda Maya is not aware of his greatness, which evokes surrender, submission, awe and reverence. No. Yashoda Maya is aware of his sweetness, that Krishna is my ordinary child. Therefore, it evokes the spontaneous love, affection. Therefore, Yashoda Maya is oblivion to the supremacy of the Lord. He is running after him to catch him. And Krishna, the supreme controller, who is fear by fear personified, is running out of fear. That is the contradiction in Vrindavan Leela. That is the reciprocation of the pure love. Lord loves to be chastised. Lord loves to be feared by somebody, by his pure devotees. That he is exhibiting now, how he is so much controlled by his devotees, conquered by his devotees. That is whole about this pastime. Therefore, Satyavrata Muni is now describing the Lila Vishesha, that Yashoda Bihu Lukala Dhavamanam Paramashtam Atyantatata Gopaya. So, Krishna is, Yashoda Maya also runs very swiftly. And Paramashtam means caught from the behind. So, while running after Krishna, Yashoda Maya now catching Krishna. So, there is a beautiful lesson here. If you run after Krishna swiftly, we can capture him. But we run after Maya, we run after the fame, name, what is that called? Nadhanam, wealth, janam, followers, name, fame, sundarim, beauty. Then we cannot catch Krishna. Krishna only catch if we want to swiftly run after Krishna. Or in other way, other meaning is that if we run after the instruction of our spiritual master and instruction of Krishna, then we can catch Krishna. That is called Paramashtam. Paramashtam means meaning caught from behind. So this is the lesson from Yashoda Maya. Therefore, Gopya loving denotes Mother Yashoda, implies that great fortune of the cowherd cat that the Supreme Lord proposed to mingle among them. So here it is said that this is a great fortune, that Supreme Lord, who is not accessible by the yogis, by even the Mayavadis, that Supreme Lord who denies to become his master. They are telling, Natha, 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 you are my master. Krishna denied, no, I don't want to be your master. Here that Supreme Master want to be servant of his devotee. He want to be mingle, want to be caught by his devotee. Nobody can run, nobody can catch Krishna. Brahma Samhita says that panthas koti satabachara sampragamya vayu rathapi manasa munipanga swapyasti asti prapada simniya vichinta tattva govindam adi purusam tamaham vadami. Millions of years the yogis are meditating on Krishna with the speed of mind and light, cannot capture him, but Mother Yashoda is easily capturing him. Paramishram atyanta tattaditta gopaya. That is the difference between pure love and all this other kind of devotion, other kind of things. The pure loves capture the Lord. So here it is said that how fortunate. Nobody gets this fortunate, including the devotees like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma. They cannot get this opportunity. Therefore, it is said that in these beautiful verses that Nemam Biranchi no bhavo na srirapyanga samsraya prasadam levire gopi yattat prapavimukta. Supreme Lord, who can award liberation to anyone, showed more mercy toward Gopi than to Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, I mean the goddess of fortune, who is his own wife, is associated with body. Bhagavatam also say that Gopi received the benediction from the Lord that neither the Lakshmi Devi nor the most beautiful dancer in the heavenly planet could attain. So that is the glories of these gopis. Gopya means not only Mother Josoda, all the gopis, Radharani, all the things. Because in the rasa dance, Lord showed his favor to the most fortunate gopi by placing his arm on their shoulder and dancing with each of them individually. No one can compare with gopis who receive the causeless mercy of the Lord. There is no comparison. Gopya, therefore Satyavati Muni say, oh, how fortunate they are. Aho bhagyam nanda gopa brajana kusam. Yam mitram paramanandam punna brahma sanatana. Lord Brahma is praying. Aho bhagyam, 2 times. How fortunate the cowherd boys, the cowherd community, the Brajavasis, that whose friend is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yam mitram paramanandam, punna brahma sanatana, is punna brahma, Soyam Bhagavan. And also 2 times he is aho bhagyam. It's not that Brahma stammering and therefore he spoke twice. No. One aho bhagyam is that the fortune of this resident of the Braja. One aho is the fortune of the Krishna, that how he likes to be associated with devotees. Such kind of devotee whose pure love imbued with intimacy, free from the awe and reverence. That is stated in these beautiful verses in Adi, that how Lord also loves so much to be mingled with this kind of Brajavasis. Moro putra moro sakha moro pranapati ei bhabe ei more kare suddha bhakti aponaka bode mane amara samahina sei bhabe hoi ami tahara adhina. If one cherishes pure loving devotion to me, thinking of me as his son, his friend, or his beloved, regarding himself as a great and considering me as equal or inferior, I become subordinate to him. So Krishna want to be chastised. Supreme controller want to be controlled. To whom the devotee is who thinks that Krishna is my equal, Krishna is my inferior. That kind of devotees, full of intimacy, free from awe and reverence. Therefore, Satyavrata Muni say, Atayanta Tatta Dutta Gopya. Gopya means the fortune of the gopis. Gopis. So Satyavrata Muni say that Sanatana Goswami Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur say that this pastime of breaking pot of yogurt being bound by Mother Josoda took place on Deepavali day or Deepa Malika. In India, this festival is celebrated in the month of Kartik with fireworks and light. Among all cows of Nanda Maharaj, several Mother Josoda's cows ate only grasses so flavorful that grass would automatically flavor the milk. So here it is said that the Nanda Maharaj got 900,000 cows, 9 lakh cows. Out of them, very special cow, they are called Padmagandha. They eat very flavored grass, therefore they give flavored milk. Mother Josoda wanted to collect the milk from this cow, make it into yogurt and churn into butter personally, since he thought that child Krishna was going to house of neighborhood Gopas and Gopi steal butter because he did not like the milk and yogurt ordinarily prepared. So the 8 specific cows called Padmagandha cow, and their milk was fragrant and lotus flower. There are 8 cows called, particularly 8 cows are there, they're called Padmagandha. Just as swan live only on lotus stalks, so these cows only ate special grass. That particular special grass, these cows ate it. Mother Josoda took particular care of these cows, used their milk to make special sweet for Krishna. She hoped that he would lose interest in butter and yogurt from the house of other gopis. In this way, she made an attempt to rectify his stealing habit. That is called Lila Vishesha. Last 2 lines. That how. Then next verses we will go. Rudantamuhu netra yugmam mujamtam karam bhajo yugmena santa kanetram muhu swasa kampatri rekhanka kanta titagrai bam damodaram bhakti badam. So these second verses say that he cries, rub his eyes and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are fearful, his breathing quick, as Mother Josoda binds his belly with ropes. He shivers in fright and fall of necklace sex upon his neck, which is marked with three lines like a consul. To the Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound by his mother's pure love, not by rope, I offer my humble obeisances. The second verses is continuing the describing of this Lila Vishesha pastime. So he is crying Rudantam because he sees the stick in his mother's hand, perceiving that, oh, she may strike him. He appears very fearful. It is like naturally a child is very fearful and may save him from the punishment. So due to fear, tears are forming with his eyes. Oh, just like a child is tears, fear out of fear. Santaka means is different kind of antanka. Santaka is not just a fear. It's just like, immediate fear. The fear is future fear also there. Somebody will be fearing, oh, I may lose the job. I may have this problem. But here Santaka means immediate fear. So Krishna is fearing. Therefore he rubs his eyes with lotus-like hands in a normal manner. Like children used to do like this, crying, sobbing. Santaka Netram, fearful eyes. How much he's like fearing of punishment. He is always trying to avoid punishment. Oh, he's looking here and there, let me avoid. So this confidential pastime reveals in this way. And due to his crying, Muhuswasa Kampatri, Sthita Graiva. See, another point here one has to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When he came as a Narsingadev, he was like roaring. Garjantam, Gajayantam, Nijabuja Patalam, Swatayantam, Hatayantam, Rupayantam, Tapayantam. Divi Vividutiyam, Kepayantam, Kipantam, Krandantam, Rasayantam, Disijiti Satantam, Sambrantam, Rantam, Vikyantam, Punyatam, Karanikarasate, Dibya Singha. So when Narsingadev come, he is like Garjantam, roaring. And everybody is frightened, fear. Brahma also frightened. All the demigods is praying, Satyaloko, all different planetary system. Oh, maybe there is a pralaya. And that Supreme Lord who is Garjantam now become Rudantam, crying Lord. So that is called Damodar Leela. The essence of Damodar Leela, the Supreme Lord is bound. The sweetness supersedes the greatness of the Lord. That is the essence of Damodar Leela. And therefore he is trembling. Muhuswasa Kampa means is like his all the yearning, pulse of yearning shaking, and he is now swasa means is like sobbing, trembling. See, Lord, whose breathing process, say that in one of the verses in Brahma Samhita, Jaseka Niswasita Kalam Athavalambya Jivanti Lama Bilaja Jagadandanath Vishnur Mahasayajasya Kala Visheso Govindamadi Purusam Tamam Badam. By his breathing process, from the pores of the body, millions of the universe comes out. By exhaling and inhaling, all these planets, universes wind up. That personality now, out of fear, crying, and his love, sobbing, trembling, his perspiring. That is called, this contradiction is only found in Vrindavan, out of his pure love. The Supreme Personality of God, who is feared by everyone, has become fearful of Mother Josoda. In this way, Mother Josoda now becomes greater than God, more powerful than Krishna. The Mayavadi philosopher want to become one with God, but in Vaishnava philosophy, devotee becomes more than Krishna. This Mayavadi philosophy, they want to become God. And they say that the Vaishnava philosophy is slavery. Servant, gopi bhuttu pada kamalaya dasa anudasa, bhutta paricharakam, bhuttasya bhutta. All this kind of prayer of Vaishnava devotee, and Mayavadi, after hearing, they thinking that they are accusing us. Oh, you are slavery mentality. This Vaishnava philosophy is slavery mentality. But we Mayavadi, we are superior. We want to become one with God. Namo Narayana. But they have forgotten that Krishna is declaring in the next verse that I am not bound by you. I am not even like to be your master, but I want to be servant of this kind of devotees who has this mentality. A Vaishnava philosophy is more than, you can become a greater than God, just like Krishna become a messenger of Arjuna. Yashoda Maya is bound by Krishna is bound by Mother Yashoda. Vaishnava philosophy is so lofty, so exalted, so towering that even a God comes under the control. The devotee become more greater than Krishna. Therefore, Krishna declares in one of the verses in 11th canto to Uddhava, Madhavakta Pujyadikam, my bhakta, my devotee is more worshipable than me, worshipable more than me. That is called Vaishnava philosophy. One time, Srila Prabhupada was approached by a visitor, and who asked Prabhupada, can you make me God? Prabhupada said, no, I cannot make you God, but I can make you greater than God. Then he showed the picture of Yashoda Maya with a stick running after Krishna, and Krishna out of fear running away. So how the devotees are greater than the God. That is Vaishnava philosophy. Krishna also declared Bhakti Badam, Bhakti Vasyatam, Bhakti Vachala, all this attribute of Krishna, he comes under the devotee's control. Just as the Arjuna became hero at Kurukshetra, Krishna was simply his chariot driver. Actually, Krishna was the hero, but he gave the credit to his devotee because he takes pleasure in seeing his devotee in a greater position than himself. That is the unique transcendental attribute of Krishna. He is called Bhakta Vachala, Bhakta Vasyatam, Bhakti Badam, Bhakti Jitatvam, conquered by his devotee, servant of his devotee. He likes, just like a father likes that his son to be more superior than him, more greater than him. Similarly, Krishna being a original father, he likes that his devotee should be always greater than him, greater position than himself. When Mother Yashoda was trying to bind the offending child, she saw that rope was short by measurement of 2 fingers. Thus, she brought another rope to join it. This new rope was also short by 2 fingers. When another rope was joined to it, it was still 2 fingers short. As many ropes as she joined, all of them fell. Their shortness should not be overcome. The reason of the failure of the rope to bind him in Bhakti Badam, he can be bound only with devotion. So, Lord cannot be bound. Lord, it is said that Ham Sarvasya Prabhava is all pervading everywhere, inside rope, outside rope. How can any object can bind the Supreme Lord, who is all pervading everywhere, inside, outside, who is infinite, who is limitless, who has got limitless potency, is limitless. How can you limit a limitless? Because therefore, Yashoda Maya trying to bind with a rope, and that rope cannot bind Krishna. She tried a lot. She borrowed some ropes from the neighbors, tried to join. Every time there is a 2 fingers short. Because the ordinary rope cannot bind Krishna. Binding Krishna means you binding the supreme controller under your jurisdiction. Entire universe is under your control. Krishna belly is the abode of all universe. From there the lotus stem is coming out and Brahma is there. And all the planetary system is the abode of all planetary system. That means you are bringing the entire universe. You are binding the entire universe. How it is possible? So therefore the rope cannot bind. No other power also can bind him. Not only rope, no other power. He is the supreme powerful. And the significance of the 2 fingers is very important. The first finger represents devotee sincere endeavor of love and unflinching determination to attain Krishna. That is very important. First finger, why? First, Vishwanath Chakravarti, this is a commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. First finger represents devotee, sincere devotee of the love and unflinching determination. unless we are sincere endeavor of love, just like Prabhupada. At the age of 69, he went to America with a freighter cargo ship, more than 30 days, succumbed with 2 heart attacks, practically penniless. He went to America to preach the glories of Krishna by carrying the order of his spiritual master. And at this vague age, he circumambulated 14 times the world. He traveled 14 times entire world. That much of endeavor he did. Therefore, Krishna bestowed him. Hare Krishna movement is like a fire household name. So therefore, one has to endeavor. One should not just lazy, delegate his service to others. No. Just like Yashoda Maya is endeavoring to bind Krishna. Endeavoring, one should have a desire that. One should at least have a desire. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati Kriyata Jadi Kutrapi Labhyate. Laulyam mi ekamulyam. Laulyam means that greediness, that intense desire to attain Krishna, that determination. No, I want to go back to, I want to attain Krishna. That kind of thing is there. When that endeavor is there, then Krishna will please. That will please Krishna. Second finger represents Krishna's supreme mercy by which he agrees to be bound by his devotees pure love. If we develop that, we will endeavor that to attaining Krishna by executing very diligently the instruction of spiritual master and Krishna, then Krishna will be very much shower his mercy. We can invoke the mercy of Krishna and then he agrees to be bound by his devotees pure love. That is the process. So if we want to bind Krishna, then therefore we should endeavor, like we should do parishrama. It is stated in Bhagavatam, dushta parishramam Krishna. By seeing that mother is doing so much labor, so he allows to be tied, bound. Otherwise, ordinary rope cannot. The rope of love of Krishna. Therefore, it is said that Rudantam muhu netra yugmam mujantam karam bhojo yugme na santa kanetra muhuswasakam patri rekhanka kanta stita grahi badamodaram bhakti badam. He was bound by the bhakti, pure love, the rope of pure love of Mother Yashoda, not the ordinary rope. That is the meaning. So how much profound meaning? We simply recite and go back. Damodarastakam is like a 1 month affair. No, it should be like eternal. We should absorb. More you absorb, more you release. So he is bound with a rope around the belly, Damodaram, tied to a wooden grinding motor. This reveals the Lord's excellent quality of coming under the control of his pure love, Bhakti Badam. He responds to Bhakti in two ways. From Mother Yashoda's point of view, he is conquered and bound by a loving parental devotion, Vatsalya. From his own point of view, he willingly allows her to bind him, although no rope can even bind him. So there are two ways. First of all, Yashoda, from his own point of view, he wants to be, he is bound by the Vatsalya Prema of Yashoda Maya. And secondly, he allows her to be bind him, because no rope can bind him. Because Mother Yashoda hard labor, her whole body became covered with perspiration, then flowers were falling down from hair. When child Krishna saw his mother thus fatty, he became merciful to her, agreed to be bound. Maharaj Parikshit, this entire universe with great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Indra, under control of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yet the Supreme Lord has one transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotee. This is now exhibited by Krishna in this pastime. Beautiful. That is the second verses is the continuation of Lila Vishesha. Here it is, Krishna is showing everybody his transcendental attribute of coming under the devotee's pure love. This is beautiful verses quoted in 10th canto in this context. Evam samdarsitanga harina bhurtavasyata. The second line is, I forget. Sovasenapi Krishnena Yashadham Sarvesha Saishwara Base. So here it is stated that to show Sandarsita means show to everyone that how Supreme Lord can be captured by Harina Bhustyavashyata, that how Supreme Lord comes under the control of his servant, control of his pure love of his devotee. Even the great personality like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lakshmi Devi, they did not get that opportunity. Name Nam Biranchi, even Biranchi, the Brahma, Lord Shiva, they do not get that opportunity. But Mother Josoda has got it. That is the meaning of this second verse. Third verse is Iti Drikswalila Ananda Kunde Sogasamni Manjatam Akhyapayantam Todiyasita Gesu Bhaktirjitantam Unha Prematastam Satabriti Vande. O my Lord, by your own childhood pastime, you continually immerse the resident of Gokul in pulse of ecstasy. You reveal to those who are attracted to your majesty and opulence that you are only conquered by the love of your pure devotee. Again, I offer my obeisance with the love and devotion hundreds and hundreds times. This is the attribute of his excellent political guna vishesha described in this word. The first word, iti niket damodar lila, or all his childhood pastime like damodar lila. So lila he denotes his own transcendental pastime by which Sogosam, all the residents of Gokul, become immersed in pool of ecstasy. Ananda kunde. Nimmajatam. The glories of resident of Gokula which are displayed by this pastime Akhyapanta. Moreover, Sogosam may refer to child of Krishna. Child may refer to the child Krishna since he is also a resident of Gokula. Then a warning to those who cultivate knowledge. Here it is said that Iti Drikswa Lilavir Ananda Kunde. By such childhood pastime as this Damodar Lila is drowning the resident of Vrindavan in the ocean of ecstasy, pool of ecstasy. Drowning means, supposing somebody is drowning, he will not be so happy. Even a person is suiciding also, he won't suiciding or jumping into the water for suicide, he will not be happily suicide. But in this case, the Damodar Lila is, or childhood pastime of the Supreme Lord, is so endearing. Even Parikshit Maharaj spoke one of the verses. Out of all kind of pastime, childhood pastime is very, very sweet. The childhood pastime is so endearing, so sweet that anybody who hears, he will drowning in this pastime with pleasure, ananda, with ecstasy. Iti Drikswa Lila Vir Ananda Kunde. Ananda Kunda. This is not a Nirananda Kunda. It is a pool full of bliss. Sogosam Nimanjatam Akhyapyantam. And again he is saying Todiya Sita Gesu Bhaktir Jitatam. This is a warning of Krishna to all the devotees of the world who is cultivating the knowledge of his majesty opulence. Todiya Sita Gesu. That, oh, Krishna is so great, Krishna is supreme controller, supreme master, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Ishwara Parama Krishna, Yam Brahma Varunandra, Etacham Sakar. All these devotees who are so much absorbed in the knowledge of his majesty and opulence, he is warning them, he is announcing, warning and proclaiming that he only reveals himself to pure devotee. Bhaktir Jitatam. That means he is conquered by the love of those devotees who are not cultivating the knowledge of Krishna's opulence, majesty, rather whose love, pure devotee whose loves are imbued with intimacy. To pure devotee throughout the world, who can understand his activity? Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna exhibited how much he can be subdued by his devotee, his servant. In this way, he increased the pleasure of Brajabasi by his childhood pastime. So only by pure devotion, prema bhakti, not by the santarasa, oh Krishna is great. By this prema bhakti, madhurya rasa, Krishna is captured. Raganuga bhakti, some spontaneous love. Therefore, Satyavarta Muni offering the obeisance 100 times, because Lord has these beautiful qualities to comes under the servant of his devotees, comes under the comes under the control of his servant or his devotee. Therefore, by glorifying these guna qualities, by seeing these beautiful qualities of the Lord, Satyavarta Muni is offering 100 Satyavriti Bande, means 100 times. Therefore, bhakti is very important. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Prema Pumartha Mahan. Our object, our purpose is to develop the love of Godhead, because the process of bhakti subdue the object of our love. Which is object of our love? Brajasya Tanaya. Aradhya Bhagavana Brajasya Tanaya. Krishna. Krishna is called object of our love. Visaya Tattva. We are called Asraya Tattva. So bhakti, by process of bhakti, one can conquer the Visaya or object of love. These are very technical terms. Then finally in fourth verses, Satyavarta Muni sings, compose, Varam Devo Mokhyam Na Mokhyam Badimba Nachanayam Bineham Vareshadapiya Idam Te Bapu Natha Gopala Balam Sadame Manasa Virastam Kimana. Varam Devo Mokhyam Na. After 3 verses, he very nicely glorified the Lord and also describe this pastime, Lila Vishesha, Guna Vishesha, Tattva Vishesha. Now in this particular verses, now Krishna is very pleased. And Krishna is asking Satyavarta, I am very pleased with your beautiful composition, beautiful glorification. What do you want? Now the Satyavarta Muni is saying very categorically, O Lord Damodar, although you are able to give all kind of benediction, I do not pray to you for liberation, nor the supreme goal of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor for any other boon. My only desire, O Lord, is that your form as Bal Gopal in Vrindavan may constantly remain in my heart. I have no use of any other boon. Beside this, both verses 4 and 5 describe the poet's innermost desire, beginning with Baram boons. So here the poet is revealing his innermost desire, that my Lord, if you want to give any benediction, no benediction, I do not want anything. Any benediction, starting with moksha, liberation. I do not want liberations. Nay, nor any highest conception of liberation called Mukhyavadi, which is eternal life in Vaikuntha. No. Neither is interested any other benediction, na cha anyam, referring to 9 process of devotional service, begin with Sravanam, Kirtanam, etc. Even Krishna wants to bestow this upon him, he has no attraction for them. That is the devotee. The standard of prayer we should learn from Satyavarta Muni. What is the standard of prayer? No. Devotee never want moksha. Particularly moksha, merging with the effulgence of the Supreme Lord, is like a suicide. It's like a suicide for devotee. They reject outrightly. No. Even though they are offered. Because one will lose his individuality. Devotee will lose his individuality, devotee will lose his opportunity for service to the Lord. Therefore, they outrightly reject the Saujya Bhakti or Ekotva Bhakti. When Prabodhananda Saraswati says that Kaivalya Narakayate, oh Kaivalya, oh this is like a hell. So devotee compared the Saujya Mukti or merging into the effulgence with the Supreme Lord is like a suicide. It's like hellish. Even though they afford, they do not want. There is a beautiful verses. We have no time. Otherwise, these verses, this can be very nicely, elaborately spoken. The beautiful verses it is says that Salokya Srishti Samipya Sauropya Ekotvam Apyutta Dhyamanam Nag Diyamanam na grihanti. Even after Krishna gives na grihanti, oh devotee says, why? I do not want, I do not want. Vinama Sevanam Jana, without your service, what is the use of this? They do not want. It is stated very nicely that a pure devotee does not accept any kind of liberation. Salokya Srashti. Salokya means same planet. That is also called Moksha Vadim. Moksha Vadim means to reside in the Vaikuntha eternally, in the same planet. Srashti, Samipya, Sarupya, Ekatva. So, all this they are offered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even though they are offered by Supreme Personality of Godhead, the pure devotee does not accept. They do not accept all the things. So he rejected all the things. So Moksha Vadim also, and this is like ascending order. First of all, liberation, impersonal liberation. Second one is eternal life in Vaikuntha. Third is ninth process of devotion. All is rejected. Everything is rejected. Because Vaikuntha life also, devotee is rejecting. Because for devotee, Narayana Parasarva, na koschit bhavati viyam. Swarga Pavarga Narakesu Apitulyata Dasina. Lord Shiva spoke to Parvati. When Parvati cursed Chitraketu, you become a demon, Vritasur. So Chitraketu was not so much sad. Oh, I was caused to become. No. Therefore, Lord Shiva is now pointing out, oh Parvati, you made a mistake. You do not know about quality of pure devotee. Narayana Parasarvana Koschit Bhivati Bhav. They do not fear for anything. Neither Swarga nor in Vaikuntha. Therefore, what is the use of going to a eternal life in Vaikuntha? I do not want that. Satyavarta Muni, I do not want. I do not want. For him, same, because they only know how to engage in devotional service. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is singing, no, devotee do not want even cessation of the birth, death, nothing. Mama janmani janmani sare bhavatat bhakti rahiti. They want only the opportunity for serving the Lord. All the devotees like Dhruva Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Vritasura, Chitraketu, all they prayed for same thing, opportunity to serve the Lord. They do not want any kind of thing. Even 9 process of devotional service. There is a beautiful verse that why they do not want 9 process. Oh Lord, we pray that you let us be born in hellish condition of life. Just as long as our heart and minds are always engaged in the service of your lotus feet, our words are made beautiful by speaking of your activity, just as tulsi leaves are beautified when offered unto your lotus feet. As long as our ears are always filled with chanting of your transcendental qualities. This is stated in 3:15:49 that they do not want 9 process of devotional service. To execute 9 process of devotional service, they can do anywhere, in hell also. They don't mind to go to hell as long as they engage in this 9 process of devotional service. Therefore, they reject, they dismissed all kind of benediction. Kim mannaya, useless for me. Then Krishna is telling, yes, sir. Yes, my dear Satyavar, what do you want now? What is your desire? Idam te vapurnatha gopala balam sadame manasa virastam kimanai. So is there anything poet does desire? The answer is Iha in Vrindavan. Idam te vapurnatha, may your form as a cowherd boy. Sadame manasya virastam, always remain manifest in my mind. Since Krishna is also the super soul in the heart, Antarjami, one may see his divine beauty within his as clearly as one sees externally with the eyes. So finally, all boons, any kinds are dismissed as having no value at all, Kimanaya. So, and Satyavarta Muni want that you should manifest in my heart because Krishna is an Antarjami super soul. So we can see the Krishna in the heart. It is stated in Brahma Samhita, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hudayesu Vilokyanti Yamasama Sundaram Achinta Guna Sorupam Govindam Adi Purusam Tamaham Pajami So devotees see the Lord in their heart with the eyes which is anointed with the love of God. So therefore, here the Satyavarta Muni asking that I want to see you in my heart. That kind of benediction I want. I don't want this moksha and any other kind of benediction. So here reason is that since Krishna is the quintessence of all existence, knowledge and bliss, Sachidananda Rupa, attaining him therefore brings all perfection. Conversely, if one does not attain Krishna, then all other benediction are simply a source of lamentation. Since they are lesser value, one can be fully satisfied only by beholding Krishna divine form as a young cowherd boy. Therefore, all other benediction are useless. This is the mood of Satyavarta. There is beautiful verses Sanatana Goswami Brihad Bhagavatamrita. He says that Sarvesham, out of all our sadhana bhakti, the perfection, the result of all the sadhana bhakti, all our bhakti, not sadhana bhakti, bhakti is that if one can see the Lord face to face, one can behold the divine form of the Lord. That will destroy everything, awake the love of Godhead. Just like Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj, when he sees the Lord, he do not want anything. Na varam jache, I do not want any camp. Swamin kitatusmi na jache varam. I do not want any benediction. And his love of Godhead awakens. Similarly, to see, behold the divine form. That is the highest, because Krishna is the essence of all existence. Sachidananda Vigraha. So, fifth verse. Idam te mukham vajo atyanta nirvitam kuntalai sigdharaktai chagopya muhuschumbitam bimba rakta dharame manasa virastam alam laksala bhai. The supremely enchanting face encircled by shining locks, dark blue curling hair, resembles a fully blossomed lotus stinged with a reddish luster. Due to being kissed again and again by Mother Josoda, may this vision of your lotus face with lips as red as bimba fruit remain forever in my heart. Millions of other benedictions are of no benefit to me. This poet demonstrates in this verse longing for the association of the Lord in the heart, best means to achieve it. So you want again and again his emphasizing that, please, I want to see your beautiful face. And in this particular verse, it is describing the beautiful faces. Idam te mukham bhaja, very sweet face of Krishna, which is resembled as a flower like lotus flower, blue lotus flower. We have seen pink lotus flower, blue lotus flower. And also, there is a very nice thing he told that it is kissed by his bimba fruit. It lips like a reddish like bimba fruit. And your cheeks is like kissed with Mother Josoda, is like a blushing. The women, they put blush in their cheeks, they're like a blushing decoration. You know. Face is always surrounded by the calling hair, kuntalai. The face is surrounded by the calling hair, which is very dark blue color. Atyanta nilai. Krishna face is very dark blue. And it is tinged with reddish hue, rakte, and shining sigda. The Kali locks encircling Krishna's face bounce as he moves here and there, just as a lotus flower is surrounded by hovering honey bees. This is the meaning suggested by Bhutam. The lotus feet is kissed again and again by Mother Josoda. The word Muhu again and again defines supremely fortunate Gopi who repeatedly kisses the divine lotus face. Furthermore, Krishna lotus face is adorned with crimson red leaves like the bimba fruit, bimba rakta dharam. That form is so completely enchanting, satisfying that millions of other attainment, Lakshalavi, are simply useless. They have no value. This is the meaning of fifth verse. So fifth verse basically describing the beautiful faces. The beauty is at best and beyond. That is the beautiful face of the Krishna, described in this verse by Damodarastakam. Namo verse 6. Namo Deva Damodaranta Vishnu Prasiddha Prabhu Dukha Jalabdimagnam Kripadiste Vreshate Dinam Vatano Grihane Samamagya Medhaksi Dusya. O Damodar, O Lord, divine beauty, unlimited mercy, all pervading Vishnu, I offer my obeisance to you. May you be pleased with me. I am drowning in an ocean of sorrow, feeling almost dead. Shower your nectar light and glance upon me, thereby uplifting me, enthusing me with life. Please accept me, O Lord, become visible before any eye. Now, feeling of love arises from the purity and potency of longing, and one is only satisfied to behold the beauty of Sri Krishna directly. Sakshat Darshan. Now, the Satyavarta Muni become more greedy. His ecstasy increases. He is in more ecstasy. Now he do not want just Krishna manifest in the heart. He want more promotion, escalation. What is that more escalation? He want to see the Lord directly. Sakshat Darshan. That is the attainment of the goal, and that can be attained by chanting the Nama Sankirtan. Face to face, you want to see the Lord, that can be attained by Nama Sankirtan. So Satyavarta Muni begins by chanting the holy name. Namo Deva Damodaranta Vishnu Prasiddha Prabhu. All the name of the God. Namaha is Visarga, but when you call the God, that is called Namo. No, Namo, not Namaha. Namo Devo Damodaranta Vishnu. Namo Devo Daranta Vishnu. See how many names? There are 6 names of the Lord. Oh Lord, Deva. Damodara, second name. Vishnu, third name. Om Namo Devo Damodaranta Vishnu. Prasiddha Prabhu, fourth, Prabhu means master. Prasiddha Prabhu. And fifth is Isa. 5 name of the actually 6 name. One is this hidden name. This is it. Here it is there. Namo Devo means Lord. Damodar is second name. Ananta is third name. Vishnu is fourth. Prabhu is fifth. Prabhu means master. And here Gane, Grihanesa, Isa means controller. That means 6th name. So here Satyavarta Muni made a very nice method of attaining Krishna. Now he is calling out the God, just like Dhruva Maharaj calling out Supreme Lord, and he attains Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj calling out Supreme Lord, Gajendra calling out Supreme Lord, Draupadi calling out, Hey Krishna, Hey Govinda, Hey Krishna, Dwarakavasini, Hey Natha Ramanath Brajanath Adinasana. So this is the best method of attaining Krishna. You want to see face to face, do the Nama Sankirtan. That is the highest point. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said in Damodar, sorry, Chaitanya Chaitamrita, Bhajana Madhya Shrestha Navavidha Bhakti, Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Dite, Dhare Mahasakti. So out of bhajan, the best bhajan is Navada Bhakti. Because Navada Bhakti will give Krishna Bhakti also Krishna. He has got potency. CC Madhya 470. Another places in 15th chapter 107, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Eko Krishna Nama Kohe Sarva Papa Khaya Navavikta Bhakti Punna Namo Hoite Hoy. This 9 process of devotional service can be completed simply by chanting Sankirtan. Therefore, it is stated in last verse of Bhagavatam that Nama Sankirtana Jasya Sarva Papa Pranassanam Pranama Dukkha Samanas Tadnamam Harim Param Sarva Papa Pranassanam. Not only Papa Pranassanam, also it will give the love of Godhead. Krishna Bhakti will give. Krishna also will give by process of chanting. Therefore, Nama Sankirtan is very important. Here, Damodar Satyavarta Muni is doing Nama Sankirtan. He is calling out the God. Oh Damodar, Namo Devo Damodar Anta Vishnu. Oh Devo, Hey Damodar. Oh Ananta. Ananta. Advaitam Anantam. Krishna is Ananta. Oh Ananta. Oh Vishnu. Vishnu name is all pervading. Another name meaning of Vishnu is that sometimes we say that why the Vishnu name is there? It should be Krishna because Krishna enact the pastime. Actually, another name of meaning of Vishnu is that He is all everywhere in Vrindavan. He enacted his pastime. Kesi Ghat, Vamsi Bhat, Radha Kund, Syama Kund, Uddhav Kund, Narad Kund, Airavat Kund, Govind Kund, Dan Ghati, Mukharavind, Puchrika Lota, Prem Sarovar, Man Sarovar, Barsana, everywhere he has done in Vrindavan. Everywhere he is enacting pastime. Therefore his name is Vishnu. Namo Deva Damodaranta Vishnu. Prasiddha means you be pleased upon me. He is asking, please upon me. Prasiddha. Prabhu means, oh master. Dukkha jalabdi maganam. Why you should be pleased? Because I am the candidate. I am very, very sorrow. I am ati dinam. Very, very. Actually, it is humility. He is not actually ati dinam. Actually, everybody is very fallen as compared to the Satyavarta Muni. But because out of humility, he is telling, see, my application is should be granted because I am the qualified personality. I have attached so many evidence that I am ati dukkha. Dukkha jalabdi maganam. I am drowning in this jalabdi means network of ocean of nescience. Magnam means immersed. So therefore, my application, my pleading, my grievances should be considered very fast. What is my grievances? Please, Jagannath Swami Naina Pattagami, please appear before me. I want to see you face to face. Edhaksi Dursya, I want to see face to face. Namo Devo Damodaranta Vishnu Prasiddha Prabhu Dukkha Jalabdima. Kripa Dushti brother. Secondly telling, please Kripa Dushti, you shower your mercy. Kripa Dushti Brashati. Dinam Matanu. Grihanesam Mahamagyam Edhaksi Dursya. I want only to see your face and to see you face to face directly. That is the desire. The seventh verse, because of time limit, otherwise we can go and on these verses. Kuberat majau bardha murte bayad ba toya mochitau bhakti bhajo kutau cha tata prema bhakti sokam prayacha namokyam graha mesti damodarai. O Lord Damodar, although Mother Josoda bound your divine form to a wooden grinding mortar, you mercifully delivered the son of Kubera Manigrupa Nalakubera, who were caused to stand as a tree. You gave the gift of devotional service. Please bless me in the same way with your most wonderful prema bhakti. I have no eagerness to any other type of liberation. The verse reveals the deep truth about the prema vishesha, pure ecstatic love for Krishna. Beginning with Kuberat Madhav, the two sons of Kuberas are introduced here. They were able to obtain the direct vision of the Lord. But it's not a prema bhakti only means for seeing the Lord face to face. Having once seen the Lord does not agony of separation set in upon losing the vision. This is the feature of prema bhakti that brings the Lord under the sway to pure devotees' love. How did the two reprobate? That question arises here. So these two reprobate, two rocks, who was mischievous, who did dishonor to Narada Muni, therefore Narada Muni caused him to rectify them, that you will see face to face Krishna. They were bathing naked. Narada Muni was passing. They did not hide them. They did not respect this Acharya. But Narada Muni was usually not concerned, but he wanted to deliver. Narada Muni main thing is the greatest of preachers. So he want to reform them, deliver them. His course is like an immense blessing in disguise. He caused them that you become a trees, but in the courtyard of Nanda, so that when Krishna will come, he will release you and show you face to face. Will give his vision to you, give his darshan to you face to face. Although these two sons of Kubera, they are very upstart, they are not qualified. What qualification do they have to see the Lord face to face? But still they could see. Not only they could see, as soon as they see, they have got the prema bhakti, ecstatic love for Krishna. Therefore, here the poet Satyavarta Muni telling, my application also to be considered, because he is given a reference that you have already allowed, you have already given your mercy to Nalakubera and Manigruba. Actually, they were not qualified, because if Bhakta Vachala, because Narada Muni already given a statement, you want to keep the statement of your devotees. Therefore, you want to deliver this Nalakubera, although they are not qualified, they are reprobates, they are rocks. And you gave, not only delivered, you gave Prema Bhakti. Just to keep the word of your devotee Narada Muni, to honor the word of his pure devotee Narada Muni, who gave the benediction that they would see Lord face to face. Lord actually delivered this boy. Did they ever do anything to deserve this? No, it's simply causeless mercy. Therefore, Krishna is very good in causeless mercy. Causeless means we are not qualified, neither we desire for or we seek for that. We ask for it. That is called causeless mercy. So here the Satyavarta Muni also telling, in the same way, please give me Prema Bhakti. I do not want anything, any moksha and all. The last verses is Namaste tu dhamni suradipti dhamni todiya darayate vishwasa dham namo radhikaya todiya priyaya namanantalilaya devaya. This is conclusion. So he's summarizing everything. Satyavarta Muni. O Lord, I offer my respectful obeisance unto your belly, the abode of entire universe, which is bound by Mother Josoda with a brilliantly effulgent robe. To this robe I offer my humble obeisances. I offer repeated obeisance to your dear most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I bow before you who are performing unlimited super excellent pastime. At the conclusion of the prayer, obeisances are offered to Namaste to the Lord unique binding. His bodily limbs is associated to the Lord himself in order to arouse the mood of bhakti. Even the robe that binds his belly receives worship. The robe is the abode of or source of effulgence, the poet here suggests that rope is also source of all providing Brahman effulgence. Then obeisances are offered to the Lord's belly, which is bound by wondrous rope. What is the belly like? It is the abode of support of all infinite universe in the creation of Vishwasa, including all moving, non-moving, living entity dwelling here, therein. A gigantic lotus flower that sustains the 14 world sprouts from the belly, that is abode of Lord. So here, in the last verse, Satyavarta Muni is very ascending order praying. First of all, he is praying to the rope, because rope that is very, very effulgent, because the source of all Brahma Jyoti, which is binding the Lord. Because everything is sustained in this Brahma Jyoti, and that rope is the source of Brahma Jyoti. Therefore, he is offering obeisances. In offering obeisances to the abode, because the abode of the Lord, the belly or abdomen of the Lord is the source of all abode. Because all the 14 planetary system resides or sustained in this belly. Everything moving, non-moving, living entity, everything. Therefore, is offering to that belly. Then again, finally offering obeisances to the beloved Radharani. No more Radhikai. By Radha's mercy, one is able to fully attain Sri Krishna. Because Radha means Aradhya, who is excels. The word Radha is coming from the word Aradhya. Aradhya means worship. Radha means who excels everyone in worshipping Krishna. Therefore, he is the foremost among the gopis. Ramya kaschid upasana brajabadu bargena jo kalpite. Gopis are best worshipper. Out of gopis, Radharani is the best. So obeisances are offered to her specially. Why? Because without the mercy of the devotee, one cannot get the mercy of the Lord. Jasya prasada bhagavat prasada. Without mercy of the devotee, one cannot invoke the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, Satyavarta Muni say that I offer obeisance to your beloved, Todiya Priya. She is your eternally beloved, Nitya Priya. Regardless of rendering service to you, the word Todiya further elucidated that Sri Radha is dear not only to Krishna but to all the Krishna devotees. The understanding is that Sri Krishna is also Nitya Priya of Sri Radha. The super excellent Radharani love is proclaimed. The poet abhors whoever is beloved by you is worshipable for the entire universe. The conclusion of the pair alludes to the supreme transcendental pastime Rasa Leela as well as other unlimited pastime of the Lord. So finally, after offering the obeisances to the Radharani, because Radharani is the epitome, embodiment, emblem of bhakti, the highest bhakti. So finally he said that Nama Ananta Lila Devaya Tuma. I prostrate myself unto you who are engaged in unlimited transcendental pastime. This is the mood expressed by Satyavarta. So these 8 verses are very, very important, Damodarastakam, because these verses is full of different attributes of Supreme Lord, right from his Tattva Vishesha, Guna Vishesha, Lila Vishesha, Rupa Vishesha, Prema Vishesha, everything is there in this verse. So therefore, one should recite this Damodarastakam and one should understand the meaning so that the Prema Bhakti will arise in our heart, which is very, very precious, highest achievement for any devotees, anybody, that is called Prema Bhakti, Prema Pumartha Mahat. Thank you very much. जय श्री श्री राधा दामोदर की जय, दामोदर अष्टकम की जय, सत्यव्रत मुनि की जय, कार्तिक मन की जय, निताय गौर हरि बोल, जय श्री प्रभुपाद की।